powered by Riverside.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you sons of bitches. Sorry. Welcome to GORP. We're here. We're live. We're not live. We're recording. Uh, GORP is a podcast that you love. And of course, it stands for Genuine Only Responds Privately. This is the podcast where we talk about a theme and we grab from the bag, and topics are on theme, and we go from there. It's kind of impromptu, sort of. Perhaps in the future you can add your 2 cents this way or that way. I personally have a nice little Cosmo. My name is Josh.
I'm Michael.
And then we're joined, of course, by the mighty and powerful Taylor.
Hello.
She is our producer extraordinaire. She's great. Anyway, the topic today is calendar based. It's Father's Day coming up. By the time you hear this, perhaps it's past, but it doesn't matter. It's daddy time. It's daddy
All
time.
right. So in honor of my father.
Daddy time.
So in honor of my father, who is a major sports fanatic, I have brought this lovely Mets cap. I'm not going to turn it right side up because all of the topics are in the hat, so they'll fall out if I do that. But I did bring this hat in honor of my dad.
Nice.
Because, yeah.
In honor of your father, let's sing the Mets national song. Do they have a no? Okay, never mind.
There is a song that they play on the radio all the time that is a Met song. I don't know if I'll get in trouble if I sing it. I feel like it's safer if I just don't sing it so we don't get sued.
Okay.
But I'll
So let's just
definitely
make one
find
up.
it for you
No,
and show it
it's
to you like on the side. For the people in the comments, if you get a chance, Google the Meet the Mets song.
Yeah.
And then
If
you'll
you
know what
do
I'm
it,
talking about.
You'll get a free shrimp boat.
Don't
Anyway,
promise people
first topic.
things
What do
you
you
can't
think?
deliver. So the first topic today, guys, is going to be Father's Day versus Mother's Day.
Father's Day versus Mother's Day.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the time when it comes to Father's Day and Mother's Day, they're treated similar but different in the sense that obviously this is a holiday to honor it, the most important people in your lives, possibly. And I feel like we approach them very differently for mothers versus fathers.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, your mother is put on a pedestal. Like, we got to take her to the fanciest restaurant, get her some nice jewelry, some flowers. You got to pamper her all day. And then with dad, it's like, let's go out in the dirt and like scrape our knees and then go throw some hamburgers on the grill, you know?
Truly. Yeah, as a former I was a waiter for a long time, bartender, etc., busboy. Mother's Day was the worst fucking day of the year. Father's Day, the deadest day of the year. Nobody took dad dinner.
So I work at a breakfast place. Mother's Day is by far the busiest day of the year. And then people get really upset and angry when they don't get the best service on a day when everybody is in the restaurant. So
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
be nice to your servers, people.
Be
Father's
nice
Day,
to your
though, because I
servers.
think I'm in a breakfast place, it tends to be really busy. And I think that's because
Oh,
they don't really have
breakfast.
plans for breakfast per se. Like, everybody knows they're gonna grill. But for breakfast, they're like,
Mm,
we're gonna cook dinner later. So we all go out to eat breakfast in the morning. And Father's Day,
that's
I'm
interesting.
expecting it to be busy
Oh yeah,
this
father.
weekend. If
Yeah.
y'all are out in the restaurant scene and happen to see me, say hi.
Oh shoot, Father's Day this weekend.
Pancakes.
It is.
Pancakes, tip your tailor. Yeah, oh yes, this weekend, baby boy. You better
Damn.
go get
Taylor.
that drill from the Home Depot.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
I'm gonna
what
get a
is the
whole
deal
full
with
set.
that? Okay, my dad, he's like a handy guy. He can do things if he needs to. But if I really think about it, my mom was always the one who's like, "Oh, this is broken, like, she's gonna fix it." Unless it was electronic, like, my dad would always deal with the
Oh,
electronic stuff. But my mom is the one who's, like, dismantled our bathrooms and completely redone them herself and is, like, out there breaking down walls and crap.
oh, she's the handy one. Oh
My
yeah.
dad was never really like that. So I would always see those, like, Home Depot, Lowe's Father's Day commercials, and I'd
Yeah.
be like, "I could never buy my dad a tool for Father's Day. He'd never
Right.
use it."
Yeah. Well, that's good for your mom for being a real woman and just taking care of shit. And good for your dad for not fucking falling into the masculine toxic bullshit, right? Like, you can be a man and not have a drill. It's true. Um, in my from my perspective, I wouldn't ever buy my father a tool because he already has the tools. Like, I don't. If I bought him something, it would be worse than what he has. you know?
Oh yeah, but this is like typical like what kids would get for their dads. Like drills or like tool sets that there's like cheap tools and stuff.
See,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking though. People who actually, like, have a hobby of building things and using tools regularly, like, they have them already. You
Oh
don't
yeah,
need
they
to
probably will.
get
Yeah.
Yeah.
them for them. And then
Yeah.
people like my dad who don't do that on the regular, I don't need to buy him fancy tools because at the end of the day, he's not going to do things that he isn't, like, qualified to be doing necessarily. He's not just going to YouTube
Right.
something to try to fix it himself when he can probably get a professional to do it and know that it's going to be done correctly and not, like, have to
Yeah.
overspend in that regard,
Right.
you know?
So we should all do what we know is right and just buy him a stripper. I mean, get it over with. Do it.
Don't do that. That'll make mom angry.
I don't know. My dad would
That'll make Dad
probably enjoy
angry.
it. My dad would love
My
it.
dad, at least.
Next
I
topic
can hear the
is
tone. Josh, why? Anyway, oh, we're back in the bag.
Oh, your
The
mom would
hat.
take it your mom
Go,
would take
go,
it easy
go.
then, huh? All right, next topic
Go, Mets,
is
go.
dad jokes.
So, no, I
Not
don't know any
just for
dad jokes
dads, but for
offhand.
all.
They're for all. But the thing about a dad joke is, like, if you ask me for a dad joke, I couldn't just throw one down. They're very in the moment. There's a
No, yeah,
certain mm, certain thing to it,
It's like a pun.
you
It's
know?
like a spur of the moment thing where you can't just think of a pun necessarily right on the spot,
Yeah.
you know?
It's a catalog. It's a catalog that you compile
That being
over the
said,
course of human history.
Oh yeah, because you could retell the same old dad jokes, and you can come up with new ones on the spot that are you think are clever, but a lot of times it gets the eye roll.
Yeah.
it makes me
Oh, eye
think of
rolls
those
inevitable.
what are those? I think it's an insurance company. I want to say it's State Farm or Progressive, maybe Progressive. But there are those string of commercials about people turning into their parents.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
And I
yeah.
feel like those commercials are just one big dad joke. They're amazing. I love them. Where they're
Oh, like the one where
the
the
guy
guy
is
like. Oh, is it the one where they go to the club and he has a fanny pack and he's like trying to get nachos for the table and stuff? Is that what you're talking about?
yeah, the one
No.
where the guy's, like, walking through the house and being like, "This is too many pillows. There's no place to sit."
Uh.
Or like the girl they go to the movie theater and they walk past the bathroom and the lady's like, "All right, so the restroom is here and you should definitely try to go before the movie." And he's like, "Nope, we all know how to use it."
Oh, something that me and my dad have. Well, it started like it started for maybe a year, maybe less, where it was just briefly just imitating his father-in-law, just briefly, but it became some mutation where we just have okay. Here's the voice, right? So it starts with a that's how it starts, right? It's like well, I would have done it a different way, right? You know, and it's not quite a dad joke, but we're imitating some dad analogous character. Anyway, not the point. That's just what we do for no reason all the time now.
Okay, why? Where does the term like dad joke come from? Are these jokes that only dads tell? Because
It's
Oh yeah, no one else
typically
tells
what
it.
they tell, right? Yeah, you have to become a dad before you can tell one, right? Yeah.
that is so not true because my boyfriend is the king of dad jokes.
Right. But okay. So it's not necessarily you have to be a father. It's that you have an audience that is not going to leave, right? So you're not going
It's
to leave him because he has a bad joke. That's not. So you're going to roll your eyes and be like, ugh, and then he'll say the same joke in 2 years or next week, and you'd be like, ugh. But then you hear it in 3 years, and you're like, but you'll do that. You'll do both. You know, it's kind of like a I don't know. It's you think you're being witty, perhaps, but you know you're also not. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it. I don't know. I think it's well. It has to be a one liner or very short. Can't be like
Right.
a prolonged like
Yeah.
story joke. It should be a
Yeah.
pun most, but also it should typically just be like really on the nose pun, like, or just something
Right.
that's just like, or just one that stretches it too, like the one that's really stretching it too. That's like okay, maybe maybe that's a pun. Everybody just rolls their eyes.
What's amazing is I can't think of one right now
Oh, me neither.
because
Not at all.
it's not
Yeah,
it's not in the
nobody's
moment.
nobody set one up. Yeah, you got there has to be a good setup, and you have to just think of it right there.
Okay. Here's one. Okay, so I called my mom today. What you call her?
Oh,
Okay,
one
that's
time I
all. That's
told
all.
one somebody was telling me talking about their job in the military. He was a paralegal, and nobody knew what that was. They're like, "What's a paralegal?" I was like, "Duh, that's two legals."
Yes, that is a dad joke. That is
That's
100%
perfecto.
a dad joke. Pacheco. All right. So let's end it on a high note with that. And moving on. The next topic is my dad can beat up your dad.
Ooh.
Pretty sure Matty Dad's the strongest. I once I once saw him lift up a
Ah,
whole car.
Why
Jesus.
is he lifting a car?
There's a goddamn baby underneath it.
See, my dad's the best. Yeah,
Okay, I mean, don't get
Well,
me wrong, it's definitely impressive, but I'm more confused than impressed at this point. I have to know why.
oh no, it's just, it's just childhood lying like you do. Like
oh, you just make it up.
you just make it up, like about what your dad could do. That's what they're to impress your childhood friends.
One time,
The
Oh,
why you could beat him up,
one time,
got it,
my
got
dad, my dad punched somebody's eyeball right off. Yeah. So like,
Yeah, you need something a little more ludicrous than like something that could maybe be possible.
Luda. I think we should mention Ludacris every time we do an episode. But go on. Sorry.
No, I was gonna
Luda.
say that I don't know that I think my dad could beat up another dad. Not because he couldn't, I just don't think he would try. Like
Uh,
that's just not my dad's vibe in my mind. He would definitely rather like do psychological
But if all three of our dads had to fight
batteries.
in a cage, no holds barred, whose dad would win?
mine.
Maybe my dad. My dad got his two front teeth knocked out in a
Oh,
hockey fight.
yeah. See, I'm gonna.
Oh, he's a hockey boy.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
maybe you
And
win.
so there's a story to it where this guy like cheap shotted him, like literally like a baseball bat took the stick and like, smacked him in the face, which is how he lost the teeth. But then it like
Hmm.
started this whole bench clearing brawl pretty much. And
Ooh.
my cousin had told me that at one point she was like, I had a dream about the day that I was born. And I was like, okay, interesting. What happened? And she goes, there was a guy who showed up with a giant like your dad showed up with a giant teddy bear, and he didn't have any teeth. And that's because after the hockey fight happened, my dad went with my mother to the hospital to go see my newborn baby cousin and brought her this giant teddy bear. So not only did he get his two front teeth knocked out, but he was like out and about doing stuff right after.
Oh, so he's tough.
I like to think
Oh,
so.
clearly tough guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Big tough guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
I
mine's
don't
been
know. I
bodybuilding.
Oh, so you say your dad's gonna win?
Oh, sorry to interrupt, Taylor, but yeah, mine's been bodybuilding since he was 17. He's
wow.
I don't know. I think he's 3,000 years old right now, and he can bench press. Honestly,
sure
I
he
think he's
appreciates
at 230 with reps, and he's a wrestler. And I've never been able to take him down. Never once. At a certain point, I just stopped trying.
So he's still a bodybuilder to this day.
Oh yeah,
Like he's
I mean,
actively in the gym.
he's not competing, but he works out every day, and he's a monster. Yeah. I mean, he looks better than me, and
Good for him.
Yeah, that's wild.
I'm
That's
much
great.
younger than him. Yeah. But he won't tell you that. He's a very humble guy. He'll be like, "Nah, I'm old, whatever." But like, I've heard the stories where if he thinks he's in trouble, he like mentally breaks it down. Like, okay, first hit the knee, and then get the jaw, and then rip his ear off, and then eat his eyeball, whatever. So
Damn.
I win.
Okay. So Josh's dad's definitely gonna win.
So even though I have no reason to think my dad would be,
But he's a very gentle person.
oh, so you wouldn't even want to fight?
He's just ready. That's all.
My dad,
Yeah.
for as strong as he is, he's definitely he's got a lot of heart. I don't know that he'd be able to beat a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
He does like
Well,
to
a hockey
exercise, but not that much.
Hockey players, though, they don't stop being monsters. You know, he still has it.
That and he's a New Yorker, so he's got
Oh.
that too.
He's a He's a fucking New
The
Yorker.
fucking New Yorker. He doesn't sound like an Italian.
Although my dad's never done anything like those things, bodybuilt or hockey. I'm gonna say he'll still win, just because he's my dad. Also,
That's a good answer.
Good enough.
Also, he told me about a lot of fights he got in when he was younger. So maybe he knows how to fight. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm still
Oh,
voting
it's,
for Josh's dad.
He's back in the bag. Go, Mets, go, Mets.
Is that what you're envisioning the song sounds like?
No, that's how it goes. Yeah, fight, win, the swing, the bat. Yeah.
I find it ironic that the next topic is dad bods, since we just talked about basically the opposite.
So, dad bods, eh? What do you think about those? Checo.
Oh, they're the best. I imagine. I assume. I know girls like them for sure. I like mine. I'm liking mine more than I have in the past. So, but I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it's
I just like that we've gotten to a point in our society where, similarly to curvier women and healthier figures, we've now accepted that like dad bods can be fucking hot.
Oh yeah, like all kinds of body
Yeah.
types can be hot. And dad's bods are one of them
Yeah.
for sure.
All types can be great. I'm also very, I'm very happy about that new step in society because I embody that. We could all use work and stuff, but I'm also growing.
Can you have a dad bod if you're not actually a dad, though?
Well, I guess yeah, any body you have once you become a dad is a dad bod.
Oh, sure.
But the classic dad bod's the gut.
You can look like a model if you're not a model, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
But yeah, I think just as long as you have that
Yeah.
classic, little like the gut or whatever's going on with the dad bods.
yeah,
So you got a dad bod. You don't need to be a dad.
a little bit of pooch on the front side, a small ass for no
Mhm.
reason.
Yep.
Chronic depression. Am I just adding my own stuff? Anyway.
Throw in some New Balance sneakers, shorts.
Yeah.
A tucked in t-shirt.
Oh yeah. fanny
Well, now we're
pack,
just getting
which
into
is
like
actually
the dad fit.
Well, if you have the dad bod,
the vibe.
might as well go for the whole thing, right? Get the whole shebang.
Yeah.
I saw this
Goatee.
really funny TikTok the other day where a woman is like holding a pregnancy test and a sonogram, and it's the music from The Lion King when Rafiki is telling Simba like he's ready to go challenge Scar. And so the
Oh
music is
yeah.
playing and you see the pregnancy stick and the sonogram, and she's walking over to the husband, and you hear Rafiki's voice go, "It is time." And then it
It is
cuts to
time.
him like putting on the New Balance sneakers, putting on the cargo shorts. There goes the baseball
Nice.
cap, like, and then he's like out on a mower on the lawn. It was really funny. It was great because it's
That's
the very
gorgeous. Yeah,
stereotypical like dad fit dad
for sure.
idea.
Oh yeah, classic
What is
dad
the
look.
deal with that? Why do all dads like as soon as they get to a certain point, it's like cargo shorts and New Balance?
I don't know, probably just 'cause it's easy.
Well, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. New Balance is American made. New Balance is
Mm.
cheaper. They don't mess around with ads. So it's a very comfortable fit. It's durable and it's
I was
strong.
gonna say it's
Uh,
just a good
it's
quality shoe. My boyfriend just bought a pair of New Balance shoes just to wear to work because he's like, I
yeah,
just need a better quality shoe.
Oh yeah, see
yeah.
that's great. Extra pockets on the cargo, I imagine they like. I don't know, I never wear those, but imagine people
You
like
know,
extra pockets, right?
I'm coming back around as a farmer. Like I'm coming back around to cargo shorts and pants because I'm in a lot of positions throughout the day, and regular pockets aren't cutting it. I have a lot of things that I need, so cargo pockets are for real. Even
So
if like,
my question, even so, you don't do are the people who eventually adopt the dad fit, were they just like
mm,
never really into fashion to begin with? Did they lose a
mostly,
sense of fashion and they're just like, I only care about comfort now? Like, I wonder how this
okay,
transition happens, or if
yes,
there was never one to
okay,
begin with.
I have a theory that their life is just
go.
so miserable that they say, fuck it. This shit is comfortable. I'm not trying to attract anybody.
Yeah,
I don't care. Just let me have my cargo shorts.
yeah. I think a lot of paths lead there. So one of them is high school jock, right? Team captain boy. This guy he had his style set out for him. You wear your jersey, you wear your Letterman jacket, you wear your pants, whatever, and then you marry the girl and you go on with the rest of your life. But now you don't have anything, so you're gonna go home. You're gonna wear your team jersey, like for your like wherever you're from, whoever your favorite team is, and you're sitting on the couch all day, so you don't like regular pockets because you gotta like get sideways with it. So cargo pants, boom, done. Or now you have
Oh,
like
easy, yeah.
an extra diaper in that extra cargo pocket for the baby, right? So you
Oh,
think
yep.
you think you have a utilitarian purpose. It makes you feel more of a good father, perhaps, because now you have availability, and you're too scared to carry a fanny pack or a dude purse, so you go with the cargo. Whereas,
Yeah, but nowadays fanny packs are like in. And that's my
yeah,
point. Like
The
yeah,
dad's not going to care.
it's
yeah,
at one point, like I think about teenage kids and how they're all hyped on like Golf and Supreme and all these like name brands, and they wear their designer shoes and their fanny packs, and everything's got to be like fresh and crisp, and I'm like, do those people become these
yes,
dads also,
yes.
or
Hmm.
no, they just stay like high fashion their whole lives, and the people who become those dads were like never really into fashion to begin with?
Maybe they
Like
just
that's what I wonder.
maybe they just try to look decent usually, but now that they're like set, not even trying to impress
It's not
anybody.
to say that, like, it looks bad. I'm not saying that it look is, like, ugly or anything like that. I'm just saying it's more of geared towards, like, comfort and being, you know, not bogged down by your fashion choices rather than, like, I need to look a certain way,
Yeah,
you
but
know?
there's people who are like really
Yeah,
style conscious, where like they want every outfit to like really be these high quality clothes. There's people kind of in the middle who kind of buy, like, you know, I was kind of in the middle. Like, I'll buy some like higher quality designer clothes, but that's like my whole wardrobe. So I imagine if I like become into that, like dad bod, like that, it'll become a dad. Maybe I'll just like graduate to not caring about any of that stylish stuff, you know. But I don't know.
Yeah, so I think it's very much dependent upon career, lifestyle, geographical era stuff. Like, for instance, Jeff Goldblum has a young kid. Jeff Goldblum's very rich and the most stylish man on earth. He does not have a fanny
Love,
pack.
love,
He does not
absolutely
have
not.
cargo
I'm
shorts.
sure he could pull it off, though. If anyone can pull it off, it's Jeff Goldblum.
However, if Jeff Goldblum worked at Lowe's in Ohio, guess what he's wearing? You know what I mean? If he has 7 kids and a low income, he's going to be as down the line as possible.
Oh
And
yeah,
there's a good chance that his wife doesn't care because he's taking care of shit because he has so much fucking shit in his pockets. Like, he's got snacks for the kids.
So much shit in his pockets. How could he not be getting
Yeah.
shit done?
What are you gonna do? And then pair that with how women's clothing has no pockets, so now he's like helping her, keeping shit out of her purse.
yeah.
Now they're a team now.
That
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and those clothes probably cost pretty
synergy.
cheap, like at Costco or Sam's Club, you know.
Okay, that being said, as a woman, even if I like had a ton of pockets like guys do, I don't want all that crap in my pants weighing it down.
Oh no,
That
it's terrible.
sounds
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah, it's a terrible feeling. To feel
That's
in your
why guys
pocket.
always have
No,
belts
yeah.
or like their pants are just down to their ass. Like that sounds equally as unenjoyable to
Hey,
me.
I hate having my phone in my
I
pocket.
get about 5. I have at least 5 pounds in my pants at all times. At least 5 pounds.
Like
Like, I got a
no.
lot of.
At that point, I want to
have
just carry a
spare.
backpack anyway.
Okay, what up? Besides,
I have like. Let me pull this out. I got this in my cargo pocket. This is a piece of metal just in case I need it for work. It
You're
just
at home.
it's just it goes to one of the tables. It's just spare thing in case it's missing. I have this. What is this? I'm not even a father. I have my knife. I have my phone. I got a lighter. I got a spare lighter. You know? Why don't I have kids already? This is ridiculous. Anyway,
You know what?
I
You're
don't know.
halfway there though.
But maybe it's
You just
also
said you
part
did
of
it
the
opposite.
fantasy. But maybe it's also part
Oh,
of the
you
whole fantasy of like Batman utility belt stuff and Boy Scout survival gear stuff, like the kind of guys who have like 3 handguns on them at all times, like those fuckheads. Like, they want to be prepared, you know? It's like part of that whole LARPing situation, like
right,
just
and I
in
think
case,
that's
you
why
know?
ultimately, even if I had deep enough pockets or enough pockets, I would never rely on them because I always just have so much stuff that I need a bag, period.
Yeah, so that's
And
the
that's because,
masculine
yes, I
situation.
live with the notion that I will never be able to buy another product or be near civilization ever again, so I always need to have everything.
also digging in your pockets when
Yeah, and on
they're
that
full of
topic,
stuff is a terrible feeling. I hate digging my pockets when
yeah,
they're full of
it's
stuff.
awful.
Yeah.
Don't
It's
you just have to
awful.
pull
And
it all out
you
You just
anyway
gotta
and
pull
then it
all
all
out.
falls on the
Yeah,
floor?
yeah.
yeah.
Don't get me started.
On that
All the
topic,
things in my
like,
pockets.
I'm down with
Our
fanny packs
next
and stuff, but I feel like the backpack is so underutilized. I will never stop using a backpack. When it's time for a backpack, I'm getting a backpack.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, for sure.
I don't care if I look 12. I don't look 12, but you know what I mean? Fuck you. I need my shit.
Dads don't typically carry backpacks.
I always thought I had a lot of crap, and then I picked up my boyfriend's backpack one day because he was like, "Can you get this for me so I can like get something out of it?" And I almost fell over.
Yeah.
Was it full of Pokemon cards?
Full of brim
Oh, thank
Pokemon
God.
cards.
We have enough Funko Pops that we collect. We don't need Pokemon cards as well.
Oh, you fell into that trap? I'm sorry.
We love them. All right, next
I know they're
topic
wonderful.
is
They're wonderful. Go on.
Things Dad made you love. Speaking of things we love.
Things Dad made you love. Dang.
And I don't mean like forced you to love. I mean like inadvertently because he's so into it, like you're super into it too now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do both right now. So
Okay.
once upon a time, Puff Daddy, he was called Puff Daddy at the time. Now he's P Diddy. Sean Combs, he had a song for the Godzilla movie, and
The Matthew
it was
Broderick
a
2000 one, please tell me it's that one.
yes, Matthew Broderick, right?
Amazing.
So Puff Daddy had a song, and the it debuted on SNL, and then they had a video later. But anyway, the sample from that song was Led Zeppelin, "Kashmir." Um, and I didn't know that
Huh.
at the time. It was just the new hip hop track, and Puff Daddy's got a song out. So I was watching it, and my dad said he stole that song, and I said, "From who?" And he said, "Led Zeppelin." And I said, "Oh, those old people? Cool." And my dad, I heard him, he flared the nostrils. And about maybe 24 hours to a week later, he had me loving every Led Zeppelin song for the rest of
Okay,
my
that's
life.
something
And
that should have
then,
been forced on you. I don't blame him at all.
right, so classic rock was forced upon me, but I mean, is that abuse? Fuck no. So from then on, I was like digging. He had a whole discography, all these CDs, Jethro Tull, Beatles, and Dire Straits, all Leonard Skinner. I would just like dig into his shit. I would ruin his CDs because I would listen to them, get them scratched up. But yeah, my dad put me on a lot of classic rock, like hard. Yeah.
Same. I mean, more like 90s grunge, but it's just because my dad lives listening to the Lithium station on
Mm,
like Sirius XM or whatever those satellite radio companies are. So 90s rock music was always super, super prevalent and big in my house. So naturally, I'm just very like gravitate towards it, which is awesome. I love knowing all
how
that. And
old's your
on
dad?
top of it, I feel like he is. I don't want to get it wrong. He's 63. Okay, I was 1 year off.
Really?
Yeah, I was. My dad's 64, and I
Wow.
was thinking that he was way younger than my dad. Like that's wild. Yeah,
Wow.
especially with the
My dad
music,
didn't listen to
the,
any '90s
the grunge. Yeah,
except for like
Yeah,
Hootie.
no, my dad was super into 90s grunge and a lot of, not like 80s glam or anything like that, but a lot of like
Okay.
Billy Joel type of 80s stuff was always very
Oh
big in my
yeah,
house.
sure.
Me and my
New
siblings love
York
Billy
State of
Joel.
Mind.
Mhm. Oh,
Yeah,
so good. And one of the best concerts I've ever been to, by the way.
I
So
feel you.
that is something where we get from him. My love for pop culture, I think, is also very much. Um, I attribute that a lot to my dad because I was always around him watching things on like VH1 or MTV or whatever, weird
Yeah,
pop culture channel it was. There was a lot of like the surreal life happening in my house because why
yeah.
not? Um, Even though my dad also loves the History Channel, it's either like sports
Mm.
History Channel or like
Oh yeah. Back
news
when,
and then weird pop culture.
yeah, and that was back when History Channel was actually History Channel and not Pawn Stars. Yeah.
Although he did watch Pawn Stars, of course. Who hasn't?
oh yeah, it's a pretty good, easy show to watch for sure. I understand. I like it. I don't know. I think my dad. I don't remember him actually being too much into too many things really, but definitely was into the Eagles, and so like I always have like this huge soft spot
Ooh.
love for the Eagles because of that. You know, that and Vicente Fernandez, she's like a Mexican
Oh yeah.
legend. You know, and his
Yeah.
music would always be pumping on the radio too. Those are the two things I really remember my dad liking.
Fire.
So
I think it's really interesting that we're
Johnny
all very
Cash.
influenced in our musical taste by our
Oh, yeah.
dads.
Oh,
Because if I think of
no
like my
doubt.
taste in movies or like television, I feel like that couldn't be like more different than my father.
Yeah.
He loves
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
mob movies, like Martin Scorsese type of, you know, Francis Ford Coppola style movies, and I feel like I like really cheesy movies that I
Yeah.
know are not good, but they're great
My
for their own
my
reasons.
dad's got great taste. My dad's got great taste in movies too, but I'll often like when I visit, I'll like, you guys gotta see this, and I'll make my dad watch Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and he's like, so they're just doing drugs the whole time. So like, so he'll have like he has his great taste in movies, but my taste is not his taste. It's here or there. Sometimes it's a good match, but my dad made me watch Three Amigos. Made me. I love Three Amigos. We watched Three Amigos 5,000 times. That's the best comedy of all time. So shut up. We also watched Seinfeld nonstop. There was a point where give me 15 seconds of any episode of Seinfeld, I can tell you the whole plot. You know.
And on that note, I am getting ready to go see my father shortly. So it looks
Oh,
like we
nice.
got to get wrapped up. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Please don't forget to come back next week. Look out for our topic if we announce it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, review this podcast and this channel. Follow us on @GORP on Instagram.
GORP Show.
I'm Taylor Stone It's Taylor Stone on all the things.
I am Josh. I am at JR Berkeley on the gram exclusively, but hit me up on the GORP Show on the tweets.
Yeah, I guess we lost Pacheco, but go find him on social media if he has any. Thank you so much for joining us.
GORP!
Bye.
Night night.